In today's tutorial, you are going to learn how to paint this rainbow dot mandala journal. For those of you just finding my channel, my name is Lydia and I've been teaching how to paint dot mandalas here on YouTube for about 4.5 years. And for those of you who already know me, welcome back. Some of you have been asking me to paint a journal so you can see it done step by step. Well, today is that day. In this tutorial, you are going to be using tools from things that you may already have around your house, like cotton swabs, toothpicks, and pencils. So if you're ready, grab your supplies and let's get started. I found this nice deep blue journal at Five Below. It was just a regular lined journal, but I thought it was pretty and it was also inexpensive. But what was most important about it is that it's good and flat. Now, you do want to add a layer of protection with like a spray varnish. And that is going to prevent your dots from bleeding by evening out your surface. For your first homemade tool, you're going to use a cotton swab. So on one end, you're going to remove all the cotton. And on the other end, you're going to leave it how it is, but you're going to dip it in some paint. And this is acrylic paint. And you just want to smear the paint all the way down and protect all the cotton on there. And then kind of flatten out the tip with your finger. And then I do smear a little bit more paint on the other end just to hold down any fuzzies that might be there. And then you're going to set it aside and let it dry. We are also going to use some toothpicks. So I'm going to grab 2 of them. One of them I'm just going to leave alone. And the other one I'm going to file down with some coarse sandpaper. One end of it I'm filing quite a bit down because you really want the thicker part of the stick exposed there. And then on the other end I'm just taking a little bit off the tip. So there's a nice gradient of sizes here. And then you've got that paired up with your cotton swab. And then we're also going to use a regular size pencil eraser and a large pencil eraser. With the erasers, the main thing is just you want to make sure that they're good and flat and unused. Now you do also need a paint palette or like a paper plate would work. The paint that we're using in today's tutorial is DecoArt Americana Gloss Enamel paint. And this color is called Calypso Blue. We're using the bottom of the paint bottle, and you just want to put a little bit of paint in your palette and then dip about halfway of the bottom of the bottle into the paint. And you're just going to kind of stamp it on. So you just want to place it down and then rock it up and side to side. And if the paint goes a little wonky on one side, it's no big deal. Just grab a new cotton swab and clean up the edge. And then if you take a little bit too much off, well, just re-stamp it. No big deal at all. And that is going to give us a nice large center dot to start off our design. As you can see, it took me a couple tries to get it how I was wanting it. So don't go into this project expecting perfection. We're just going to have some fun. All right, our next color is called Lavender. And you just want to place dots as close as you can to each other and to the center dot without them touching. But hey, if they do touch each other, it's not the end of the world. Just move on because no one's even going to notice that except for you. You can actually clean off your toothpick with a damp rag and you can use it again and again. That is Cookie's little face there in the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you caught that. Cookie is the newest addition to our family. That's her on the left. And the little boy on the right is named Sugar. And I got him for my parents. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you have definitely seen Pablo. Pablo is our other Chihuahua. He is 8 years old. And he is a character. He's the best boy in the whole wide world. And I love him so much. Well, my mom had a dog named Daisy. And, she'd had her for years. And Daisy was a real plump, white, small, I think she was like a mix between a Pomeranian and a Chihuahua. And she was so cute and so sweet. And her little bark was like not even a real bark. She tried though. But she got, older and she got sick and she passed away. Gosh, I guess that was probably about 1.5 years ago. For those of you who have pets, you know how close they become. They're like a part of your family. Well, it was devastating to my mom, so my goal has just been to find her a puppy. I've just been on the look. I've been applying to rescues. They go so quick. It's just been so difficult. Well, one day, my middle child, Cecilia, was homesick
and I was running to the pharmacy to get her medicine. And I got a phone call, and the lady was like, hey, we've got a puppy, a Chihuahua puppy, if you're interested. And I said, yes, 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 absolutely. Please save the dog for me. I'm coming to get it. I want it. And so I got off the phone and called Cecilia just to let her know. I was like, hey, I found Mama's dog. I'm going to go pick it up. It's a baby Chihuahua. And Cecilia just flipped out. Cecilia has also wanted a Chihuahua puppy for so long, like ever since she was a little girl. I mean, she's a teenager now, but she's literally been begging me for a Chihuahua puppy for years. And Cecilia was like, Mom, ask them if they have more than one, please. And I was like, no, Cecilia, we really don't need 2 dogs. We've got Pablo. And having Pablo was enough for me. I didn't think we really needed another dog. But, of course, I go ahead and text the lady back and just ask her, do you happen to have more than one? Thinking that she was going to say no, and I just have to let Cecilia know, sorry, baby, they don't have more than one. But nope. The lady texted me back and was like, yeah, we do actually have 2. Would you be interested in both of them? And I said, well, I don't know. And so the whole ride over there, I was going back and forth with myself. Do I do it? Do I do it? I don't know. I was texting my boyfriend like, hey, what do you think? And he was like, I don't know. You're going to have to make that decision on your own. I was like, oh gosh. So I just figured once I got there, I could make a decision. Well, let me tell you, once I got there, the decision was made instantly. They were ridiculously adorable. I mean, the cutest little things I had ever seen. Irresistible. So I had to get them both. So I went home and I pulled out, Sugar, which is the one I got from my mom. I was like, hey, this is the one. And then I pulled out Cookie, and Cecilia just was, oh, she just couldn't believe it. She held her, and she really basically ain't put her down since then. Okay, a little bit, but yeah, those 2 are inseparable. They love each other. Well, long story short, I was able to surprise my mom with a little baby Chihuahua, and I'm so, so happy that got to happen, and I got to be part of that. I just wanted to share that story with you. I thought it was a good one. And now you're going to see Cookie in all the tutorials, so you kind of have to know where she's coming from. Now you'll have Pablo and Cookie to look at. And they are entertainment all by themselves. All right, back to the tutorial. I went with a rainbow design on this tutorial, but you could really use any colors that are just your favorite. I love rainbow. I paint it all the time on like all kinds of things, so I love to do it, mugs and bottles and journals, you name it, I will dot it in a rainbow. I just love it. But like I said, you could do, a gradient of all blues would have been really pretty. You could have done, red and orange and yellow. Those really pop well with a blue background. So that could be really nice if you wanted to try that. But the possibilities are endless, and it's always beautiful no matter what. So just keep on painting and keep on dotting along, and by the end of it you're going to be just completely wowed. I guarantee it. And I will put in this video's description below a list of all the different paints that I used in this tutorial. They are Lavender, Vivid Violet, True Red, Festive Green, Calypso Blue, Bright Yellow, and Bright Orange, and they are all DecoArt Americana Gloss Enamel paints. I did want to mention that regular acrylic paint would also work with this type of project. You just want to make sure that you do a top coat, like a spray varnish of some type, or you could use a brush-on varnish. That would work as well. I just find that the spray, the aerosols, are so much easier to use. Just make sure that you do spray them outside. You don't want to ever spray an aerosol in your house. I think that goes without saying, but just got to put it out there. And this last step here, I didn't take the petals all the way down. I just did 3 little pops of red on the edge, and I thought that it was perfect just the way it was. I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I hope you love this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and a share. Shares are so much appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, of course, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much for watching and joining me here today. And we'll see you real soon. Bye now.
I mean, seriously? It's adorable. I mean, I can't take it. I cannot take it. I can't take it. I love them so much. I love them so much. I can't help it. I love them so much. They're just the sweetest, cutest little things I've ever seen. I mean, besides Pop, my children.